Hi, good evening. My name is Mark Thompson. I want to share some information tonight. I want to try to give you some confidence in Gladiacoin so that you can make a wise decision on whether or not this is something that works for you. There's a lot of people that are they have a lot of interest in passive programs, things that can work for them without them having to do a lot of work, and at the same time they want to have something that they know that if they get involved with it, that it's going to be secure, it's going to be there, and it's going to continue to continue to have growth, continue to pay, and that it's going to be around. Everybody wants to know that it's going to be around for a long time. So I just want to share my thoughts. Everybody, you're going to put your own decisions into this. Everything is a personal decision. Don't base it solely on me, but you can obviously look through YouTube, you can look through Facebook, you can see that there are dozens, hundreds of people with testimonies, showing their wallets, showing, the progress and the process that they've gone through. I got involved with Gladiacoin 6 days ago, and in the 6 days that I was there, I came in really getting started because I was excited and that some people had showed me what was actually working for them. But the thing that really, really got my attention was everybody has a tendency to say, hey, wouldn't you like to speak with the top money earner? And I don't want to speak with the top money earner. The reason for that is that the guy's the top money earner. He's probably the top money earner in the last thing he was in. He'll be the top money earner in the next thing that he's in. My concern is, if I share this program with 100 people, those 100 people, they're not all going to be top money earners. But I want all of those people to have the same kind of success, or at least have the opportunity for success that a top money earner does. And so, I went and looked on YouTube. I started searching for people that had very low amount of views, not very many views at all, over a spread out time of maybe 3-4 weeks. And I found those folks with just a handful of views over weeks times, and they were very successful. They're making hundreds of dollars a day with Gladiacoin. That right there let me know that just about anybody really can get in this and actually build an organization and build a team. On top of the fact that you're going to get 2.2% return daily, on the Bitcoin you place in. Now I want to share two things. The binary, which is really important. I mean, if you want to build and you want to build fast, you're going to have a binary side that you earn from, but you're also going to have the trade side that you earn from. And the thing that I like about this is it's important that a company has what we call breakage. There's got to be, you just can't pay and expect everything to, be rosy. A company has to be in a position where, there's some breakage, where they get lots and lots of people, but at the same time, it doesn't all just go out in payment. And that's what I like about Gladiacoin. They're going to pay from 5% up to 15% in a binary for you. And at the same time, they're going to pay you 2.2% per day. But here's where this comes in, and I don't know that everybody understands this. The binary income that you pick up over here, all that does is accelerates the time, because this 2.2% is supposed to be spread out over 90 days, which means what they're saying is that they will double your Bitcoin in 90 days time. And the 5 to 15%, all that does is makes this happen, possibly in 30 days. Guys are they're having this happen. There's people that are out there having this happen in 1 week, okay, where they get to their full 100%. And there's others that are even doing it in a single day. They're having this thing happen in 1 day. Why is that happening? It's because of the binary. It's not that it's more income. They're not going to pay you any more on the fact that you put in 1 Bitcoin when you're finished, you're going to have 2 Bitcoins. Not 2 Bitcoins and 35% or anything like that. It's just going to be 1 Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoins. Or, depending on where you start from. You start with a half, you get to 1. You start with 1, you get to 2. You start with 4, and you'll get to 8. But it depends on how fast you get to your 8. That's the thing that becomes amazing. Not only do you start out, maybe making $20, $30 every single day. And guys, they pay every single day. But you can move that up to the point where you're making $300, $400, $500 every single day. Then you can move that up to a point where you're receiving $1,000, $2,000. What's the price of Bitcoin? $1,200. You have 3 Bitcoin in, you $3,600 every day. It can be coming in like that. So that was something that was very exciting for me also. And I think it's important that people realize this is not, this isn't way, way over the top. If you understand that Bitcoin mining, which is something that started some time ago, years ago, and Bitcoin mining it was a lot on the exact same platform. You came in, you paid a certain volume or you paid a certain amount for a contract that was good for, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. The contracts are good for a year, over that. But you pay a certain amount, and then they're going to pay you back. They guarantee you back a percentage on that amount, obviously in mined coins. But at the same time, they offer you this right here, that if you have other people that come in and they get a contract, then they'll pay you in a percentage of that commissionable volume through the mining platforms. Well, those mining platforms have been around a long time. They're a slow pay. They're a consistent pay, but they're a slow pay. And as mining becomes more and more difficult, and because the percentages that at the ends of each quarter and each half a year, there's less Bitcoins that are going to come out the next year than came out this year. So those are going to continue to go down. But what's happened in the meantime is that exchanges have exploded across the world. And there are exchanges with differences in prices of, sometimes it's $100 per Bitcoin. And those are on Bitcoin. It can be really crazy when it gets down to a 10th or a 20th or a half of a Bitcoin. The spreads even get wider and get larger. And so trading began to happen because these platforms were available there, and traders that had money or had Bitcoin could trade the Bitcoin from one to the next. Listen, myself, I know that if I were able to sell Bitcoin throughout the course of the week, I could sell Bitcoin Monday through Friday, and then on Sundays go ahead and back and buy it again if I could work it out that way, which I don't. Personally, I want to hold the Bitcoin I have. Secondly, I don't want to expose myself to, buying and selling and buying and selling. And, you get caught up in that, then I'm sure there's going to be certain licensing and things that are going to happen. But, there's traders out there now where you can plug in like this, and that's exactly what Gladiacoin is. You're plugging in with a trade amount, and they're doing all of the trading. You're giving them Bitcoin basically for free. What they're doing is saying, over this 90-day period of time, we're going to give you back the one that you gave us, plus we're going to give you an extra one for letting us use yours over 90 days. And if you refer people, then we'll help you move that quicker so you get yours back and you get the other one back quicker. Then what can you do? You can do it again. Turn right around and do it again. This is an exciting program, guys. I can tell you one other thing. I'm going to share something with you. I said I came in 6 days ago. And, when I joined, I usually put in a pretty strong password. Generally, I set up the extra stuff later. Well, I didn't set up what was called the two-step verification. And that's very important. If you're joining now, you're joining here to go, make sure you set up that two-step verification immediately, because it's part of it. And they want the security to be there so strongly for you that when you're in this, your position doesn't get taken over by somebody who hacked or found out or looked into your account or ran some kind of program on your computer or something that saw your your keystrokes and that sort of thing. Guys, don't come in here and put in 12345 as your password. Make it strong, but this two-step verification that they're coming forward, you know what? That just absolutely reassured me that this company is here for the long run, guys. They're taking the time out and setting up a two-step verification for everybody. At the same time, have not missed a single payment, paid every single time right on time. I am so excited about this program. I think you should be too. And I think if you get involved with Bitcoin, you understand Bitcoin, you want to be part of it, then